Hey guys, what's going on? This is Josh from Spotted Euros, and today we are at the auction, as you can see. So we recently sold the high school dream car. It was a 2006 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. I always wanted one of those in high school. Finally got one. Actually, that was the second one I bought. But anyway, so we are at the auction and we gotta find a replacement car. So we're gonna go through a bunch of cars. A lot of these are going to be Volkswagen misfit. Oh my gosh, what went on here? I don't know if misfit's the word, but basically rejects probably. It is. Look at this. Oh my gosh. We're basically looking for a car that I'm going to be driving for the next little bit. So let's get into it. We're going to start with probably the least exciting and then end at the most exciting. So stay tuned. I'm gonna try and make this quick. Okay, first one that we are going to check out right here. It's a 2013 Volkswagen Passat. So like I said, nothing real crazy. Definitely a dad car, that's for sure. But I definitely wanted to check this out. Now the funny thing is, check out the mileage. 177,000 miles for 2013. Well, really for any car that's pretty high, but at 2013 that means this was driven. It seems to be in really good shape. It's got snow tires on it. The snow tires look good. I mean, it's got tinted windows, at least in the back. The front might be slightly. So inside, smells good. Doesn't smell bad. I've always wanted a Passat. I've never actually owned one. Let's see how the startup goes. It is definitely low. It has a check engine light. Okay, so it's definitely cleaned up. There's a little bit of a pulley squeak, but I mean, this is definitely cleaned up. Look at all this. Okay, so let's run this through the gears. There's second gear, third gear. Okay, it actually feels really good. Okay, believe it or not, this was also on the list. I've always liked these Rabbits, but unfortunately, I kind of wanted to have one with 4 doors. This one in particular didn't have pictures on it, and it's an automatic. So it's a 2009 with 125,000 miles. There's a good chance that transmission is no good. I'm not that interested if it's just the 2-door. Okay, let's start it. Oh man, why does it have an exhaust on it? Oh, it's almost guaranteed, this transmission. I don't know if we'll be able to feel it. Let's see how it shifts. It's kind of hard to tell on a transmission until it's up to temperature. But there's a big dent in the fender. Big dent in the fender. Some exhaust. And it's automatic. And it's a 2-door. And I guarantee you this transmission has seen better days. That's it. I'm ruling this one out. It's not in the rulings, okay? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. What went on here? I don't know. It is clean, I'll give it that. But not really interested. Okay guys, so I'm gonna need your help on this one. Let me know in the comments which one you would buy based off of all of the cars that we've seen and everything that we might see here in a second. Which car would you buy? And yeah, just let me know. Also, since we're walking over to a different car, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. I am freezing cold, and the only thing that's gonna warm me up is you hitting the subscribe button. So I'll be able to feel it. Hit subscribe, do me a favor. I think I see the next car. Okay, here's another car I was looking at. This car actually we saw a couple of weeks ago when we came by. So this reminds me a lot of the $900 GTI that we had. It does have the full body kit on it, and that came from factory, and it doesn't seem, the front lip is pretty beat up. Front lip is beat up. This fender is beat up. Their fenders are rolled. This is pretty bad back here. This gouge in the fender. Check out the GTI Recaro seats. That's cool. Let's see if this thing starts. Battery's a little dead. Check engine light, to be expected. I would actually be worried if the check engine light wasn't on. No, not really. Sunroof, not gonna mess with that. But this definitely is nicer than the $900 one we had before. Seems like it might have some shifter in it. The other nice thing is this has the 6 gears. So the one we had just had 5 gears. This is a 6-speed. But let's take it for a drive. Clutch feels good. Now I should mention this has plenty of miles on it too. 226,000 miles. Shifter feels great though. It looks like it's been lowered. I'm not sure if it's just springs. It might have coilovers on it. It's definitely low. Feels good. Feels I don't know. Could it have a different turbo on it? I don't know, because that seemed kind of laggy to me. Oh, I guess let's look at the boost gauge, if the boost gauge is working. Okay, yeah, this has got more power. I don't know why, but we were spinning. It's pretty hard for me to hold the camera and shift gears, but well, there's definitely some stuff that's been done to it. Looks like it has a downpipe. You can hear the exhaust. It's got this whole thing, which is kind of janky. Blow-off valve. Let's look. The shifter. Looks like we got some sort of speaker wire here. Oh, look at this. Raceland. The Utah Special Raceland, but they are adjustable, which is kind of cool. Well, there's a sticker for tuning. Okay, well, here's just another car that that I'm looking at. It's a possibility. This one is probably going to sell for the cheapest. I imagine this would be under $1,000, and it looks like someone put money into it at least. It is a 20th edition, and it even has the number here. So that's kind of cool. It's up to temperature. It's got a half a tank of gas, and definitely some tuning. This thing felt pretty quick. I know I probably shouldn't, but I like that GTI. That seems fun. That seems like a fun car. If you're comparing the Passat to the GTI, quite a big difference. Okay guys, here is the next car. A 2008 Volkswagen R32. Check that out. Now look at the mileage. 201,000 miles. Covered in snow, hard to see. Check that out. That needs to get taken off. But let's check this out. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna set up the camera. Start up the car. There's an audible leak somewhere. Sounds like a vacuum leak. Now we have had one of these in the past, and it was a white one. This one overall looks a lot better, but it's dirty and covered in snow. One of the things that they had listed is, look at this. Oh my gosh. So bad. There's some here. There's some here. It's a little rusty. And I wonder what the underneath looks like. Check this out. We got some more. This is pretty surface level. It does have winter tires. They are pretty big, kind of oversized, and these are like looks like Passat rims. But inside it looks pretty nice. It's definitely nicer than the one we had. Head units aftermarket, that's no fun. It does have the rubber mats. It seems to be completely stock. No exhaust. Let's take a look underneath. It looks like this is red for some reason. Doesn't seem to be oily. This is cool. Sounds good. Wonder how the I didn't pay attention to the transmission. This has a DSG transmission, and unless it was taken care of, sometimes that can be an issue. Now unfortunately we're not able to get, it's really up to temperature. No lights though. You would think that vacuum leak, if it was a vacuum leak, would throw a code. Let's go back one more time. Yeah, shift smooth. That wasn't even full throttle. I was just trying to get it to shift through the gears. Man, this thing with the snow tires, all-wheel drive, would be a blast in the snow. Okay, so let's talk about our options. This light is making me look funny. Okay, let's talk about our different options. Option number 1 is kind of already ruled out. It's the 2009 Rabbit, 2.5 liter Rabbit. Not interested. So option number 2 is also kind of boring, but at the same time I think I would enjoy it. It is the 2013 Passat with 177,000 miles on it. We took a look at it. It looked really good inside and out, like no body damage, nothing. Then you have 2 options that are a little bit more exciting. One option is the GTI, the 20th edition GTI, with definitely a tune, definitely some aftermarket parts, some Raceland coilovers, nothing great, but it could be fun to drive around. Now the only thing with that is there was some body damage inside the car. I think was probably the best of that, and then there was just body damage on the quarter panel. The fenders are rolled, the front lip was just chewed up because it sits so low. But that one, rebuild title, for me, don't care, looking for a cheap car. What better way to get a cheap car than a rebuild title? Now the other car that is also pretty exciting, a lot more so than the Rabbit or the Passat, is the R32. Now the biggest downside is the rust. The rust of the R32 is pretty bad. It must have been in a I think it must have been in the Northeast or something like that, because it's got rust problems. So anyway, put down in the comments which car I'm gonna get, which car I should get, what car you would get, and also hit the subscribe button. But anyway, thanks guys, thanks for watching.